Hello and welcome to this video about need and need assessment. My name is Dr. Diwakar Bista and I am from Kathmandu University. Imagine you are a student and you need a new computer. If you are a history student and you might just need a reliable computer with a long battery life on which you can do research online, download some articles for reading and have access to typing programs on which to write your essay about history. However, if you are a design student, you will likely want a computer that is able to process large files when using design programs, and you might need a lot of storage space. What this example illustrates is that in different situations, you have different needs. This is not just true at the personal level, but also at the group or societal level. Therefore, in order for a project to be successful, it is important to know what the needs are. Let us first start by understanding what needs are. A need can be defined as something that is necessary for an organism to live a healthy life. Another way to explain a need is to define it as the gap between a current situation and what should the situation become. You can discover the need of a person, a group, or even a whole community by conducting a need assessment. A need assessment is an appraisal method to identify gaps between current situation and desired situation. By identifying the mismatch between the two situations, the need to fill the gap, the correction or change of the situation can be identified. So, why should we assess the need? When assessing need, you gain a deeper understanding of the people under study. A need assessment helps to uncover need as well as the underlying cultural and social structure that will help you to better understand the need and explain why different people have different needs. Try to be open-minded when doing a need assessment and let your research surprise you. Who knows, maybe you'll discover new insight that benefit your project a lot. In many cases, not all the needs are immediately clear at face value. Everyone has opinions and biases, and not everyone feels the same way. It's worth finding out if needs within the group align. A need assessment can provide insight into a latent needs, hidden needs, which are basically needs that people don't express directly or don't actively articulate. This is more clearly illustrated by the Iceberg model developed by Goodman in 2002. He has built this theory on earlier work of anthropologist Edward T. Hall, who developed the cultural iceberg method in 1976. The iceberg model is a typical thinking tool to help an individual or group discover the patterns of behavior, supporting structure, and mental model that underline a particular event. We know that an iceberg has only 10% of its total mass visible above the water surface, while 90% of the iceberg is hidden underwater. But that hidden 90% is actually what drives the ocean currents. It represents the underlying causes and creates the iceberg's behavior as it tips. The visible 10% of that is shown above the water surface. We can apply this model to find information about someone's need by looking at the different levels of the iceberg. We start at the event level. These are visible need and show, for instance, what is happening. This is how we typically perceive the world with an unaided eye. While problems observed at this event level can often be addressed with a simple readjustment, the iceberg model pushes us not to assume that every issue can be solved by simply treating the symptoms or adjusting at the event level, as there is more information about the visible events hidden underneath the water surface. If we dive deeper to see the rest of the iceberg, we find different layers of needs which are generally unseen with the unaided eye. Below the water surface, we first get to patterns of behavior. Similar events have been taking place over time. Observing patterns allow us to forecast and forestall events. Then we get to the level of structures. Below the pattern level lies the structure level. When we ask what is causing the pattern we are observing, the answer is usually some kind of structure. At the bottom, we see the mental model. Mental model are the attitude, beliefs, moral, expectations and values that allow structure to function as they are. These are the benefits that we often learn subconsciously from our society or family. Once the needs are identified, you can try to explain them with the use of the iceberg model. Where does the need come from? How can one need, for instance, be explained by one's culture or its relevance mental model. What is important to keep in mind is the need will differ according to the stakeholder, and in many projects there is more than one stakeholder. For a need assessment to be effective, it is therefore important to have a thorough understanding of the need of the stakeholder involved in your project. Hope it is now clear what need and need assessment are. Thank you for watching this video.